Welcome, Lady Sophia. You're welcome to O.B.A Connections Unique Moment. It's so wonderful to have you. I really want to thank God for your life because for you to have been part of, you seem to actually be the youngest, actually, on all the co-authors on this. Isn't that wonderful? Please, what have you got to tell us about your article in this book?
Um, I feel like kindness is one of the things I'm really passionate about, and I feel like being kind is actually quite important, especially as a young person. I feel like a lot of us we really think that okay, I'm kind of arrogant sometimes, and I can be really angry. Do you get what I mean? Because I have a lot of anger issues, but at the same time, I care about being kind to people because I feel like it doesn't. I don't care about what you think about me, but the things, and I don't care what you did to me or whatever. But I just want to be kind to you. I want to be there when you need it because I have been through a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about, and it's like they just see you like this hardcore person. Oh, yeah, she's hungry, she's this, but the thing is, if someone could just come to me and say, look, what's wrong with you? What's your problem? Then maybe that act of kindness would kind of break me a little and make me kind of tell you what's going on. But because a lot of people don't really do that, instead they just look at you and judge you and make like their own opinions of what you are or the kind of person that you are. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why kindness is important. Because you see people, instead of judge them, just show them an act of kindness and see, then you can really see like who that person really is. But if you're just looking at them like, oh yeah, she's just stupid or she looks a certain way, then you never know who they are. Yeah, I've met a lot of people and instead of actually judging them, I'd be kind to them. Then I get to see who they actually are as a person. And I feel like it's really beautiful. You know what I mean? So.
Thank you. Wow, that's so. In terms of the foresight, exactly what you've just said now gives us an understanding because a lot of us doesn't seem to understand how to treat the young people, right? And I'm glad you said something about when we do come across, I mean, the youth or a young person that seem to be angry or annoyed, our act of kindness can break that hardness. Is that what you're saying? Because we've seen in our time, in this generation now, there's a lot of anger bottled up in the youth. And you're saying to me now that an act of kindness from an adult will help a long way to settle this. Thank you. Can I also just ask you lastly, how exactly do you think we should approach the youth to break the act of hardness and the so-called arrogance that you mentioned earlier?
I would say like try to. It's like go into it without no expectations. You get what I mean? I feel like a lot of people expect you to be
Without no expectation.
exactly. It's like you see me and you're already expecting me to be or really respectful or talk to you in a certain way. It's like you're not gonna know how I'm feeling. It's like you're coming to me. You don't know how I'm feeling. You don't know what's happened to me like 2 minutes ago, but you're just coming to me like, yeah, I want to speak to you or go get me a bottle of water. I'm not gonna react to you and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you a bottle of water. No. What if I'm not in a good mood? I might get rude to you because, but if you come to me, speak to me nicely and be all kind and stuff, yeah, maybe I would do it, even though I'm in that kind of situation. But we parents, it's like, I think parents the most, God, this is to my mom. Do you get what I mean? It's like, I come into the house, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what I've been through, you don't know what happened outside, but it's like you meet me with all this shouting and that's not really what I want to hear. I want you to speak to me like as your child. Exactly. Understand where I'm coming from. Do you get what I mean? Ask me what's going on. Then maybe I would be able to speak to you. But if you're coming with expectations, oh, you have to go to college 7 days a week. Exactly. Why are you late to college? You know, exactly. It's like, why are you coming in? Exactly. But too much questions.
That boy that saw you with.
No, okay? That's not going to make me speak to you. Listen, I'm just going to look at you and be like, well, nobody. Do you get what I mean? It's like, you haven't spoken to me in a way that I want to. And I feel like kindness does like a lot of things. It doesn't only bring people down. It makes you think about yourself and think, this person has been nice to me. this person has been kind to me, even when I've been rude to them, and they're still being this way, then it makes you want to change. It makes you want to go back to that person and apologize and say, look, I am so sorry for what I did to you. I'm saying it because I've been there. It's like sometimes I'm on the bus and I'm pissed off, okay? And I just walk in, I'm just there like, can you just move? I just want to get on the bus, you get what I mean? But then some people are just like, it's fine, just go in. That makes me go back and think, why are you rushing? Why are you so angry? This person hasn't done. Exactly, yeah, the person hasn't done nothing to me. So why am I so angry at this person? And then I go back to them and say, look, I'm so sorry that, I was like pushing you and all of this stuff. And they'll be like, it's okay, it's okay. Do you get what I mean? And I think that's how to see it. I remember you talking about one time, this lady saw this girl cursing, and then she went to her. And I think that's where me writing about that thing came from. And it's like, you said that this person later stabbed the person in the face or something. But you saw this person angry, and you just went there like, oh, there are little kids there. None of your business. Can you just mind? That's what's going on in their head. It's like, mind your business. Do you get what I mean? This is my problem. I'm going to deal with it. Why are you getting into it? It's not your, why? But if it's like, oh, are you okay? Like, oh, do you need to go first? You get what I mean? Like, talk to them nice. Don't just think, oh yeah, I'm an adult, I'm going to speak to you anyhow. No, you're not my mom. That's one thing. You're not my mom. Do you get what I mean? That's what goes on people's heads. It's like, you're not my mom. So you have no right to come to me and be in my business. Do you get what I mean? It's like, adults want to just get in your business without knowing what's going on or what made you feel that way. Do you get what I mean? So I think it's better to like, go in there calm. I'll just say, just be calm, okay? And speak to me nice. Then maybe I'll speak to you nice.
Wow, I think a lot of times we seem to underestimate the youth and think, oh, they don't understand, they don't know. But from what you said today, Sophia, has brought a lot of light, especially to me, to understand that kindness can break the hardness that is around us right now. Wow. Because somebody walks in, and I like the fact that you use yourself as an example of things that we can learn to know as parents, as adults, and we see that they're going through things. We shouldn't just go in the way they're looking or the way they're feeling, but we should make effort to try and listen, be kind. Even the Bible makes us to understand that David was kind to Mephibosheth. And this is somebody, a son of someone that was definitely wicked and nasty to him. Thank you so much, Sophia. We will run with that. I want to believe that some adults and some parents that will be listening to this interview much later will listen carefully and understand that we have a lot of effort to make. It's not enough to just care. It's not enough to be concerned. We've got to listen. We've got to be kind. We've got to leave our own judgments, leave our own principles behind, and listen. Look at this. See the smile on Sophia. Just because we're listening to you. Honestly, thank you. What would be the last thing you would like to say to either parents or even to the youth? Do you have anything you'd like to say to them?
I'll just say, like, be kind to one another, especially in school. Do you get what I mean? I've seen, okay, well, when I was in college, I met this twins. It's like, they're like really racist and rude. But it's like everyone else didn't want to be their friends. But I was friends with them because I feel like maybe I could actually change them by like showing them. I'm not saying I'm better off, okay? I can be rude too, do you get what I mean? But I was friends with them just to like kind of make them see my way. And even before I was friends with them, they even said something bad about me because I'm black. Okay. But that didn't stop me, okay? Because I like being kind to people and I give them a chance. Do you get me? Until they did it to the point where I'm just like, you know what, leave it. But I'm sure that wherever they are or whatever they're doing, they're going to think about one of the things that I have done. And that might actually change them a little bit. Not totally, but it would actually change some of the things that they would normally do. And to be honest, I would not be here today if you didn't call me and talk to me nice. Because
Act of kindness.
because I was actually good. I wasn't gonna come. I told you. Yeah. See, I'm gonna be real with you. I was like, yeah.
I'm learning from you that the youth are real.
Exactly.
And they would like us to be
real as well.
They would like us to be real with our dealings with them. And I think we get concerned about what they do, what our expectations are. The problem we adults, I think, we're having is our expectations. We do not expect a particular type of attitude from our youth. So we expect a lot of respect, regard, listening. I don't have to tell you 10 million times before you change. But that's the thing. We're learning that we've got to listen, let you off, let you cool down. So there's a cooling time. There is a cooling time.
And I like to listen to music, and I feel like sometimes when I'm actually in that mood to listen to music and actually cool down, it's like it makes my mom kind of angry, and I don't understand why. And it's like, oh, I'm speaking to you and listening to music. But the thing is, if I open my mouth, I would say something that I don't want to say, or something I would regret. Do you get what I mean? Or I could be around you and not say anything. But why am I not saying anything? Because I don't want to say something rude. Because then when I say it, it's like I'm being quiet, I'm rude. When I say something, I'm rude. So what exactly do you want from me? Do you get what I mean? So I need that time. So I just listen to music or probably take a walk or something. But then she'll be like, oh, so you're leaving the house or something. To her, that's being rude. Exactly. Like, what? And sometimes she kind of assumes stuff like, oh, this is what you're doing.
Parents do. It's not just your mom.
But then the thing is, you guys do one thing that really pissed me off. Do you get what I mean? It's like,
I don't really like that word.
it just annoys me so much. It's like, you keep saying, oh, Omotoba Warunki, see, yeah. But don't forget, like, it's like, every child that disobeys their parents, they would not live long. Do you get what I mean? But then you forget the fact that the Bible also says, do not frustrate your children. And I think that's what every single parent, they do that all the time. You're frustrating me to the point that I want to say something that I'm not even supposed to say to you in the first. I should never even think about that. But you put me in that position to say that thing. Do you get what I mean? But if I say something, it's rude. But you put me there. So should I blame you or should I blame myself?
Thank you. You see, I think if a lot of us would just take time and listen to this, we will be able to deal with our youth better. And the errors that they've made or some are making will be eradicated. And I also believe that strongly, if we can make more effort, time and listen and care and show kindness. Do you know, I've heard you say kindness for, I think it's over 10 times just in the last few minutes, the word kindness. And I'm glad you said that. So, parents, this is it. This is the truth. We need to remember that they do have their own feelings. We need to respect their space. But at the same time, we must understand that kindness can break the hardness in the heart of a man, in the heart of a woman, in the heart of a child. So let's make effort to be kind. Don't let's deal with them the way we think they should be dealt with. Don't let's deal with them the way we think they deserve to be dealt with. Let's just make effort to love them, continue to pray, and do not compare kids like she has said just now. Don't let's compare. They're different, they're unique, they're individuals. Thank you for listening.